Okay, this is something we actually already know how to do. Now, some of the problems you might want to use some scratch paper on, okay? Actually, never mind that, okay? Go to your Math Papa calculator, okay? You're not gonna use it for everything, though. You can't be totally dependent on it. You're solving a basic proportion, okay? There's a ratio here, ratio here. We know that when solving for a variable in proportions, A times B is equal to C times D. So I'm going to go over here and set up those two factors on each side. So I multiply A by B and C by D. So A is 6, and B is x plus 1. Put a 1 if you want. C is 9, and D is x minus 1. So you distribute the 6. You don't use Math Papa for this part. This is easy. It'd be 6x plus 6. And the other one would be 9x minus 9. Okay. Now, once your parentheses are gone, write what you have for x, because this is going to be a source of contention. You have x. You have regular x only. So there's only one answer, and you don't get everything to one side. You don't have to factor. Get rid of one of your x's. Doesn't matter which one. So if I get rid of that, I'll have 6 equals 3x minus 9. Then I plus 9 and divide by 3. 15 divided by 3 is 5. All right. Now on the next problem. A, B, C, D. Once again, these are proportions, and you're going to be using A, B, C, D as long as there's only one proportion on each side. These are actually rational equations, okay? I don't call them that. I call them proportions. So A is 8, B is x minus 1, C is 2, and D is 3x minus 2. Don't need Math Papa, you just distribute. 8x minus 8, and then 6x minus 4. Okay, now that the parentheses are gone, what do I have? I have x only, okay? So I'm just solving for that x, okay? Pick an x to get rid of. So that's 2x minus 8 equals negative 4, and then add 8 and divide by 2. So 2x equals 4, divide by 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. Okay, now that's pretty easy, right? Pretty much a walk in the park. Now is where things get a little annoying, okay? You've got A, you got B, you got C, you got D. Okay, A is x minus 3, which is 1x, and B, unfortunately, is x plus 2. That's going to be a FOIL 1-2 problem, okay? C is x, and D is x plus 5. Now, if you're multiplying two terms by two terms, because I've had you do this about 1,000,000 times, to shorten the process, you can go to the Math Pop. It's got to be a 2 by 2, though, okay? So parentheses 1x minus 3, parentheses x plus 2. Okay, that's 1x to the second minus 1x minus 6. You will want to put those ones there here so you see the coefficients. Now this is easy. Now 1x times 1x is 1x second. 1x times 5 is 5x. Okay. Now that the parentheses are gone, I have x second and x. So I think I have to move everything to one side and get this equal to 0 so I can factor. But look at you got x squared on each side. Not only that, they're exactly the same quantity, 1 and 1. So they cancel, okay? Well, now x squared's gone, it's x only, okay? There's only one answer. Okay, pick an x to get rid of. Probably want to get rid of this one, so I actually have a number over there. So negative 6 equals 6x divide by 6, and we're at negative 1. Okay, next problem, A, B, C, D. It's the name of the game on this one. Whenever you have trying to solve an equation, you don't have to do all the LCD crap. So A times B is going to equal C times D. Okay, so A is 9, and B is 1x to the second minus 3x. Okay, C is 3x, and D is 1x to the second minus 6x plus 9. Now, this should be easy. That's just 9x to the second, and then 9 times negative 3 is negative 27x. Now, the other side, if you go math, Papa, I don't care. Okay, x times x squared is x to the I might have wrote this problem as in an unsolvable way. We'll see. Okay, so 3x. Right now it's not looking good. Okay, so 2 over minus 6x plus 9, close parentheses. So you get 3x third minus 18x squared plus 27x. Okay, so what do I have? I have x third, x second, and x. We got to move everything to one side. This calls for factoring. So x third's the dominant exponent, so move everything to its side. So minus 9x squared, and that would go under the negative 18x squared, and then plus 27x to the 27x that's already over there. So now we have 3x to the third. Negative 18 minus 9 is negative 27. And that would be x to the second. And that would be plus 54x. Okay, now there's going to be 3 answers to this because the x is to the third power. Okay, not only do I have to find all 3, so it's 3 terms. So we go GCF and T-chart. Yeah, this is going to work. This is just a horrible problem. GCF, negative in front. Nope. X on everything. You bet. 327.54. It gets 3. Okay, so 3 is the GCF. It's 3x. So 3x. Okay, now divide all of these by 3x. And remember, the x's cancel here. And that leaves me with 1x to the second minus 9x plus 18. Okay, so the ABC is from here. So 1 times 18 is positive 18. So sum of 9. Sum of 9. So 1 and 18, no. 2 and 9 is 11. 3 and 6, that's 9. Okay, now the 9's negative, so that makes your 6 negative. And it's a positive, so they have to be the same sign. They'd both be negative. Okay, A is just a 1, so again, you just need that. So x minus 3 minus 6. Now your GCF gets brought down because that's F1, F2, F3. Okay, so 3x could equal 0. Well, in that case, we divide by 3 and have a 0 answer. X minus 3 could equal 0. That's 3. X minus 6 could equal 0. That's 6. I don't think I was that mean to you on assignment with this particular problem. Okay. All right, this one here. A, B, C, D. So A is 2x minus 6, and B is x plus 2, 1x plus 2. C is x, or 1x, and D is 1x minus 6. Okay. I'll let you math pop with that, okay, rather than do all the foiling. You just do the rainbows and the 1, 2 on each side. But we'll use this. What am I doing? I'm on the wrong calculator. Okay. 2x minus 6. Then 1x plus 2. Okay, 2x squared minus 2x minus 12. Okay, and the other side it's 1x to the second minus 6x. So I have x to the second powers and I've got x's. We need to get this equal to 0 so we can factor. Now you're like, what side do I get rid of? Well, you got x to the second here, x second here, but they're not the same. This is a 1, this is a 2. Get rid of the smaller one. Minus 1x second, and then plus 6x, and then plus that to the negative 2x. So it takes us to 1x second, plus 4x, negative 2 plus 6 is 4, minus 12 is 0. And then we factor the trinomial. GCF and T. GCF's 1, don't bother. 1 times negative 12 is negative 12, difference of 4. Some of you asked me, does this work in geometry on these proportions? Yeah, it works in everywhere. 1, 12, 2 and 6. Didn't mean to sound rude there. Yeah, it does. So 4 is positive. Negative means they're opposite. Okay. A being 1 like it is makes this easy. XX minus 2 plus 6. So this proportion has 2 possible solutions. Some of them only have 1. This one has 2. So we add 2. We get this 2. We take away 6 and we get negative 6. Okay, use A, B, C, D. This one's going to be an easy one. You only have regular x. So you get rid of an x and solve it. This one here, you will have x to the second. And also, if the t-chart doesn't work, you're going to use your quadratic formula. Okay, so if it fails, it fails. Go to the quadratic formula to find the solutions. If you need a reminder how to do that, come ask me.